Hello, my name is Joshua Brown. I'm the best-selling author of the book How to Become a Game Designer. Today I'm going to talk to you about my top 10 tips for getting a job within the game industry. Number 1. Research. You should conduct research for your job role, the industry structure, your portfolio, your CV, your interview, every aspect and stage of becoming a game designer. It is important to be knowledgeable of not only the tools and software required for your job role, but also for the pipeline and the day-to-day basis routine of that role. Always research each company you apply for, especially before an interview, and find out the history of the company and its own structure. Then demonstrate this knowledge in your interview to really impress them. Number 2. Have a passion for games. If you aren't an avid gamer or you dislike games, then the games industry is not the right industry for you. Most job adverts will list a passion for games as a requirement. It can be a demanding industry, so that passion for games will often be carrying you through the crunch times. Make sure you play a variety of games too, and aside from having fun, think, how do developers make that part? Number 3. Get inspiration from everywhere. Playing games is good and essential for a game industry job, but you should be finding inspiration for your own creativity in other places too. Books, history and museums are great places to look, even other people's work, but never ever plagiarise. Number 4. Making contacts. You know that old saying, it's not what you know, it's who you know. Well, that may not be 100% true, but there's certainly some truth in it. Make sure, whatever stage of life you're in, that you're always being social and you're demonstrating that you're a hard worker to those around you. You'll find that people at school, at university, or your colleagues in an unrelated job will most likely at one point or another know of someone or something related to your speciality, and if you've shown passion and friendliness towards them, they'll most likely think of you when this opportunity comes along. Number 5. Have a portfolio you're confident in. Your past work and portfolio play a huge part in getting a job within the games industry, so make sure you show the reviewer what you're capable of. If you're in doubt, leave it out of your portfolio. Your portfolio will only be as good as your worst piece of work in it. Have a varied portfolio. Don't make your work tie you down to specific games. For example, don't let the developer think this person can only make racing games, as all they have are cars in their show reel. If your online work takes long to load, then you're going to lose a potential employer's interest immediately. Avoid flash-based websites and fancy transitions to get around this. Number 6. Get feedback. You're never going to be able to grow as a developer if you don't take criticism on board and strive to improve yourself. With any work, you should always try and ask for people's opinions and find ways to improve it. Online forums are a fantastic way to do this, and you'll often find the industry's best developers online posting on these forums and even on your own posts, providing expert advice, and best of all, it's all free advice. Number 7. Learn from your mistakes. Do not be afraid of making mistakes. Everyone makes them, and no one gets everything right the first time. This is important to remember, as your career will be one big learning process, and you will be given the same work back again and again to do more than once. Don't see this as a negative. It's the only way you can improve your work and become better at what you do. It's also very important to always have a willingness to learn. A development studio doesn't want to hear this cannot be done. You're in a creative industry where technology is advancing all the time. Contribute to that advancement. Number 8. Preparation is key. Good preparation is essential for getting a job in the games industry, and especially for your interviews. Practice example questions and repeat them aloud. Speaking them can help prevent you from becoming tongue-tied in the actual interview. And remember, you're being interviewed by a professional game designer, not a professional interviewer. Number 9. Don't give up. Sometimes there'll be situations where becoming a game designer seems like a long way off, or getting a job will never happen. It will. Be persistent, and every second you're unemployed, work on your portfolio and work on improving your own skills. Your break will come, but you'll have to work for it and present yourself in an employable manner, such as those suggested in my book. Number 10. Make games. In your spare time when you're not job hunting, you should be making games, either as a personal project or a group project with people in a similar situation as yourself. Make games in Adobe Flash or work in a team and aim for something bigger in Crytek's CryEngine. The choice is yours. The experiences you can gain from this are great and well worth your investment in time, as it can lead you to being able to add new content to your portfolio, CV, and a more experienced you. Discover more in-depth tips with the Insider's Guide, How to Become a Game Designer, by best-selling author Joshua Brown. Visit www.howtobecome.com and break into the games industry today.